Really? A Jeep Grand Cherokee with a 707 horsepower engine? Jeep did it in its 2018 Trackhawk, powered by a supercharged 6.2-liter V8 that also delivers 646 foot-pounds of torque. At the brand new Club Motorsports track in Tamworth, New Hampshire, I couldn't think of anyone better to take me for some hot laps than Eric Heuschle, SRT's manager of vehicle dynamics at Fiat Chrysler.
We're in track mode here, where everything's set up for this kind of use. So the shocks are firm, transmission's ripping off 160 millisecond shifts. Stability control's there, but it's very freed up to where it's not the fun police at all.
In other words, if you make a mistake, the Trackhawk's safety systems will help you out of a jam. For Eric, this was just child's play.
Woo! Well, there's 100 miles an hour. Pull it down. Pretty amazing for a Jeep, right?
So how did they get a 5,500-pound Jeep to do this?
You know, it's a big vehicle, and it's not the lightest vehicle, but it has very big tires, right? It's got 295s all the way around, even on the front, and it's got very big brakes, 400-millimeter rotors.
To handle the high center of gravity, the Trackhawk has very large sway bars, hollow to save weight. The engine is a variation of the one found in Dodge's Hellcat and Demon Speed Monsters, complete with a 2.38 liter per revolution supercharger.
There is a low temp cooling circuit that basically takes coolant through those charge air coolers to a radiator that's underneath the vehicle. That's important to us for power. Colder air is denser air, and denser air develops more power.
One thing you're going to notice about the Trackhawk is there are no fog lamps. That's because they use those spots for, as they call it, a higher purpose. This one right here is now an air intake, and this over here, well, there's a little radiator in there. It cools engine oil.
If drag racing is more your taste, check this out. With the Trackhawk's launch control off the line, it'll do 0 to 60 in about 3.5 seconds. I did it in 3.4.
Yeah, the G's. You can feel them.
1.4 G's to be exact. Off the track and on the street, the Trackhawk has everything to make it a perfectly fine daily driver. Selectable drive modes allow you to distribute torque front and rear depending on what you're doing. There's even a four-wheel drive mode for snow and for towing.
It'll tow, over 7,000 pounds.
An adaptive suspension system can switch from softer on rough surfaces to harder on smooth surfaces. The race-inspired interior is first class. Supportive leather seats hold you in on tight curves. And a new 8.4-inch Uconnect touchscreen displays a variety of apps, including navigation with weather radar. Prices start at around, get this, $86,000. Check all the boxes and you'll hit $100K. But compared to the European SUVs that brag about performance,
the Europeans make hot rod SUVs too, but they don't launch like this thing does. And I don't think they can handle the incessant abuse that this can out on the track.
I think he might be right. With the test drive, I'm Scott Newell.